that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here. Beyond, huh? Yeah, we here. Beyond, huh? Yeah, we here.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it basketball. Then I did the dash, can I catch me roll? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me roll? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay,
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns.
Tucker will kick off for Baltimore.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
By number 39.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He's lucky he tipped that because I know where he was going to.
Applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll run here with Edwards. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Number 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also,
and the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defended by Patrick Peterson.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Ravens.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
A.J. Boye.
On 2nd and 9. Goff. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted.
There's just no way
A.J. Boye
that's what you just do.
And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Browns nothing.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Ravens 21. Browns.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
The tackle made
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And again this time to the tailback. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
What are you ran for?
It's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Ravens 28. Browns 0.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he dumps this off over the middle. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Danielle Hunter picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here we go on 4th down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 35, Browns nothing.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits
Lucky you got
from
that
those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear.
That is
By the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he won't get much. maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A loss of a yard on the play.
Don't press him. Don't press him. I don't care if that's greedy.
Play action. It's gone.
Oh, my God.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Damn.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all.
He got Spiller right here.
I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On 4th down, gone. That's into the hands of Prochet. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup there.
No, they don't got Mark Andrews with the jet sweep. Hold on.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. Throwing on 3rd, gone. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Get him, Hollywood. Hollywood. Are you serious?
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free.
Y'all gonna let him score?
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Returning it, Justice Hill.
Oh my goodness.
Chance to get away as they get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own
the Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6.
I thought I had a line though, like.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive. And probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now they try the right side here. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
He's got a man, complete. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal. All they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a handoff working right.
Yeah,
Stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it it's second and goal.
Second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Edwards. And he stopped immediately there. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Our guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. This offense so far on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at a third and goal here. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
To number 5.
A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Ravens add on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Browns drive about to get started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Sliding out of the pocket. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 46. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
On the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9 at the 35-yard
And he'll
line.
give it here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Ross. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. A big play there on the option. 42 yards. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there. Get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Flushed out right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Daniil Hunter on
No gain on the play there. Second down. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
56.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
swish. Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up and I'm there in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch, I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts, I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit,